Hello and welcome back to Anchor Chicken, the podcast where, listen, we don't condone domestic violence, but this is so good, probably make you want to slap your mama. Kevin, tell us something we've never heard before.
I was very nervous when you started like that.
You're
I was like,
nervous.
where is this going? We absolutely do not condone domestic violence.
I said that. I said
But,
that. I
yeah,
already said that. Disclaimer.
yeah. Ooh. No, I'm excited. I'm excited to get back into this.
We've heard that before. Something we've never heard before.
Uh, FTID season 2 is in the works. Ooh,
Okay. Hey,
ooh,
we haven't heard that before. You're right.
little bit of news.
Yeah, you're right. We are. If you do know us, you probably know us from our other podcast, First Time in Drag, where Kevin takes me through RuPaul's Drag Race for the first time. Really, really interesting. We've already filmed season 1, and that is currently posting. Season 2, currently in filming, in the works. It's shaking out to be a pretty good season, so you may as well stick around and watch that shit too.
It is, yeah.
You know, I story time with Dex. I recently went to the movies, which I don't do very often. It's weird. It's like COVID happened, and I got used to just like watching movies at home. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
And my home theater being my favorite theater, which like I think is a fine attitude, but honestly, going out to the theater is like a thing that you should enjoy. Something that I don't want to disappear overall.
Some
But I
movies are
went
just better on that big screen, you know?
yeah, maybe. Sure, if you're into that sort of thing. I like being able to like sit on my couch and fart and stuff while I watch movies, but
Fair enough.
I guess I hold those in as much as possible when I'm at the movie theater.
That's kind of you.
Yeah, yeah, you know. Um, but movie theaters have like really changed overall. You know what I mean? It used to be, man, back when we were kids, it used to be like just popcorn and maybe some candy. And then like
Hmm.
they started adding like slushy machines and then like maybe some hot dogs if you were
Hot
into
dogs or
that.
some nachos, some like
Nachos, yeah,
stadium kind of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
the movie theater cheese nachos that would give you the shits for the next week.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but now it's common for movie theaters to be like full on restaurants. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Full food, full meal stuff.
Yeah, full ass meals, and even like the chairs are completely different. You know what I mean? And we've seen that evolve as well from like the plastic chair that would like flip down.
God, with
You
the
know what I mean?
non-stadium seating where everybody was on the same level. So like
Yes,
you just constantly
exactly.
have people in front of you. Yeah.
And then it was stadium seating. That was like something that they would put in advertisements, like, "Hey, we got stadium seating.
Yep.
You won't get caught behind Big Bertha's head over here." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was still like the flip down piece of shit plastic seats.
Uncomfortable
You know
as
what I mean?
yeah.
Super
Hmm.
uncomfortable. Granted, movies were still only like an hour and a half long at that point. We didn't have any like 3 hour fucking
Major
time suck
epics.
masterpieces.
Fucking
Yeah,
Dune
that
shit. Yeah.
exactly that we have today. So probably because no one could fucking sit for that long in those fucking tiny little plastic ass seats. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
But then you know we got like the movie they started putting padding in those seats, and then we got to like the movie theater seat where it's like ultra cushy, so it leans back a little bit. It's
Little
like closer to
recline.
like an yeah like an airplane seat that they put into a movie theater,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that it was that way for a really long time until we like fast forward to now where we have like full on fucking lazy boy recliners in movie
Hmm.
theaters. Like we are as close to what is that movie? Wally? We're as close to Wally as I think we may ever get of just like these big people sitting down in these giant recliners with basically food coming on a conveyor belt to you while you
Yeah.
watch whatever epic you feel like watching that day.
Yeah, yeah. I almost feel like it's kind of like airplanes in that now that movies are 3 hours, they're like required by law to feed you because they just
Right.
can't keep you there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
if you're
like you
there, if
expect
you're there
somebody
for
to
a
be
certain
here
amount
that
of
long.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Just I'm gonna need a meal through this because I'm gonna be here for half the day.
That's crazy. That's actually really funny. I'd never thought of it that way. Um, but yeah, the whole like because it used to be common to do dinner in a movie,
Yeah,
lunch
like
in a movie. You
hmm
would go out somewhere else, and honestly, I feel like the movie industry is just getting fucking selfish. You know what I mean? Like now, instead of going to a restaurant and a movie, giving two businesses your service and your patronage,
hmm
right? You just go to one fucking place because the movie theater's getting fucking
it's got it
greedy. They're
all.
putting kitchens in there now.
Yeah, yeah. What theater did you go to?
I went. It's. I don't know. I don't know if this is like a common theater across the nation or even anywhere else. There's a theater next to where I live called Look Cinema, and it's. I mean,
Okay,
it's like any other movie theater today with the recliners and the tables that
just
like
dine in.
come
Yeah.
out, little cell phone holder and charger and all that stuff. Yeah, one of those dine-in movie theaters.
Ooh, that's nice.
Um,
Yeah.
and much like any other, it's been here for a while, but much like any other movie theater like this that I've been to, whether it's like Studio Movie Grill or whatever,
Movie
it started
Tavern,
out.
the
Yeah.
OGs.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's
you
okay.
remember?
So it's in the place where Movie Tavern was. They
Ah,
built
okay. Okay.
over Movie Tavern. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
hmm
the the food starts out like when they first open, really good, really on point, amazing. Even you're like, dang, like if this were just a restaurant, I might come here just to eat. And then
hmm
yeah, as you were saying, slowly but surely, that food declines until like when I went to the movie the other day, it was basically I feel like I was eating last week's fucking food. It was
Oof.
terrible. It was shit food.
That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, and you're paying like I got a hamburger and some fucking French fries. Which first off, when they brought it out to me, it looked like a fucking kids meal. That hamburger was the smallest hamburger I've paid fucking $25 for in my life.
Jeez, that's a lot for a burger too.
Hell yeah! Oh, the upcharge on this shit is incredible, Kevin. It's crazy what they do to you there.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. As you know, we go to theaters to see movies frequently, but we always go to Alamo Draft House. Um, Big Alamo people, and it's going through its own little series of changes. I do think it's interesting to see how dine-in theaters did kind of take over. Even like AMC will offer like pizza and burgers and chicken tenders and things like that, so you can eat
Do they
while you're
really? No
there.
way.
Yeah, I don't know if they all do, but the one over here does for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like dine-in really did kind of take over. And back, I think we were like in high school or something when it really started to become popular with like Movie Tavern and Studio Movie Grill. Those were like the two big ones. And like Movie Tavern was kind of lower end with like that kind
Yeah.
of bench table that everyone just sort of sat at. And Studio Movie Grill was like the nicer version of that and had like better
Yes.
food. Then Alamo, I think, came in and they don't just offer food, which is honestly good food. Like even still, it's good food. So good
So
on
it
them.
hasn't gone the way of the other movie theaters. They've
It
kept up their food quality.
They have, and they kind of refresh their menu every now and then. They add some new stuff.
Oh wow.
They went through a whole thing because they closed for a little while. Then I think Sony ended up buying them, brought them back. They revamped some of their menu items, made some improvements, in my opinion. Um, and then here recently, they're in a little bit of controversy because Alamo doesn't just do the dine in, right? One of the big things about Alamo is it's like for cinephiles. So, like, when you go, they're like, don't bring your phone out, no talking, no disturbing anybody. If anybody does get disturbed, like a manager will come and escort you out of the movie with no refund. Like they're very serious about it. There's a whole
Jesus.
warning in front of the thing. It's like this is a quiet zone. Like do not talk, do not text, do not blah blah blah. Right?
It's the fucking Planet Fitness of movie theaters. Christ.
Yeah, they're pretty serious about it. And like I kind of enjoy that. That's not necessarily a necessary thing for me. Necessarily a necessary. Woof. It's not a necessary thing for me, but I do kind of appreciate that the people who go to Alamo have more of like a respect the cinema experience kind of mindset than like AMC or other places where you'll get like teenagers and shit in there who aren't even really there to watch the movie. They're just there to not be at home or whatever. You know what I mean? Um,
What about like children that are there to watch the movie
so they'll
but
have
want to say something funny to their parents because something funny happened?
they have kid friendly showings of like kid movies where they're like the quiet things out the window. Like if you're coming to this, you know there will be children here and they're gonna make noise. Like there's nothing we can do about that. So they'll warn you ahead of time. Like Zootopia, for example, right, just came out, and if you go see that
Yeah.
at Alamo, it's going to be labeled as kid friendly, and there will be children there, so you can't really complain in the same way you would if you were going to see like Oppenheimer or something, right?
So, but like, listen, what is the like threshold for this shit? Because the last thing, the thing that would probably piss me off the most is some fucking snowflake thinking that I'm disturbing their time because I lean over to my wife. I'm like, I gotta fucking piss really bad, and like all of a sudden the fucking Gestapo comes in and tells me you can no longer see this. Your papers have been revoked. Please leave the theater. Like, bro, fuck you. I gotta piss. I will piss on you on the way out. I promise you. Like, what the fuck?
It's not that bad. The threshold is the people in the theater, really, but there's also staff like wait staff and stuff walking around. So I think I've never seen anybody get thrown out. Usually, like what'll happen is if you're doing something and it's disturbing people, like an employee will come up and say, "Hey, you know, we got some complaints. Can you keep it down? Can you put your phone?" Like they give you warnings before they just kick you
Mm-hmm.
out. Um,
Okay, that's fair.
yeah, but again, it's not really something I ever see all that much. It may have been an issue they dealt with like earlier on, but Alamo's been around for like a long time. So I feel like the people who go to Alamo at this point have that expectation and kind of have that desired experience. So they all kind of play ball a little bit. That may not be true for everywhere. If you're limited on what theaters you have available, you might just get a mixed crowd of people. But for the most part, it seems to be pretty well in hand. But that kind of brings me to the controversy they're in right now. Sony bought them and they made some changes. One of them is being able to order your food from your phone like before the movie starts as like a pre-show. You can just scan this little
Yeah,
QR code and you get the menu. I actually really like that. It makes it a lot easier to customize things. Less interaction. Like you still talk to a waiter, they check your ticket and everything, and you can order directly with them if you'd like. But it's just easier to kind of go through and pick what you want and just select it, and then you get it whenever you want it. That kind of stuff. The
yeah, they do
controversy
that at
there.
Look as well.
Okay. The controversy that they're in now is that they're talking about moonlighting. They used to have like a little card system where you would write what you want on the card and prop it up, and then a waiter would like swing by and grab the card and like bring you whatever your order was later, right? To keep everything quiet. And now they're moonlighting that, or at least they expect to moonlight that like next month and just have people order from their phone throughout the movie. Um, which from a business perspective makes a lot of sense to me. It's a lot easier to train people who aren't directly interacting with customers all that much. They just run food back and forth, right? Um, Easier to scale that. And it's easier, especially for things like refills and stuff, because they offer free refills, but you don't typically get them because you have to put a card up, then you have to wait for someone to see it, come by, grab it, and then bring you the refill. And all of that's just like a whole process. But if I could just pull my phone out and be like, refill my Sprite, you know what I mean? It'd be a lot easier. But people are really upset about this because one of the big things about Alamo is put your phone away. Like, don't be on your phone, don't have it out, don't be texting. And now they're like,
So
well,
they see it as contradictory.
exactly, 100%. People are like, oh, I'm canceling they have like memberships where you can see unlimited movies if you pay like a monthly fee and blah, blah, blah. Uh, so people are all up in arms and like super upset about it. And I'm over here like, honestly, it's less disturbing for me to have somebody pull their phone. It's a dark screen background thing anyway, so it's not that bright. Like I'd
Mm-hmm.
have someone pull their phone out, then to have like a waiter come by and like pick the card up and then sit next to you and like put it under the light so they can see and like check and make sure that everything's okay. And then that's really disturbing and distracting from the movie than like somebody just swinging by and setting something down and walking off. You know what I mean?
Honestly, man, that's that snowflake ass energy that I'm talking about. You know what I
A little
mean?
bit.
Like
Yeah.
fucking if my even if my phone is on the brightest, widest setting, fucking we just spoke about stating it is nowhere near the screen. There it is not, it's not going to wash out the screen. There is no fucking way that someone's little ass fucking cell phone is truly disturbing someone's movie experience. And I tell you what, let me go ahead and say this. If it is, watch the shit at home. Because like, bro, come the fuck on. Like you need to have some type of fucking tolerance, in my opinion. Otherwise, like, what are we doing around here? You know what I mean? Like you just walk around on eggshells the entire time because fucking one might break. Like, just let it crack, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm like using a lot of platitudes to basically say that I think that being disturbed by someone's tiny cell phone light is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I see it as like a preference thing. I think it's all relatively arbitrary, right? And if it bothers you, it bothers you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And it's your responsibility to address that. If someone wants to build a business model around addressing that problem, great, right? That's what business is. Find a problem, fix it. Um, but like, especially being so upset about it that you would stop going to Alamo altogether because someone will potentially pull their phone out with a dark screen, but like a dark themed or night mode themed ordering menu thing, uh, does feel a bit much. It's like now you're more concerned about the principle of the thing than you are about whether or not it's actually impacting your movie experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous, honestly. I think the whole thing is ridiculous, to be real. I think we should all just like let each other fucking live and enjoy and do the things as long as it's not like hurting you or like someone's not up dancing in front of the screen with their cell phone light. Like, bro, just let it go. It is not that serious. It's not that big of a deal. And if you do think it's that big of a deal, you have some things to work on yourself
Yeah, or you could watch it at home, you know?
or watch the shit at home. It's
Yeah.
probably cheaper.
Like I used to not watch scary movies in theaters for that reason because it's usually scary movies are the worst about this because they tend to be quiet. They tend to have moments of silence, no background music, nothing, right? Where like the point is for you to be tense in this silence. And like that will easily get ruined if you hear somebody next to you going, "Oh my god, I saw her in this show last week and her interview was blah blah blah." You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mm.
there's a fucking monster bearing down on me and I got some bitch over here talking about some interview she saw or something. You know what I'm saying? So like
I think that adds to the experience, man. She might scare the shit out of me with that. Fucking oh shit, Gina, I forgot you were fucking over there.
I think A Quiet Place is like that's what it's called, right? A Quiet Place, with the fucking bat monster things from space that like hear people, so everybody has to be quiet the whole movie.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Um,
Is
Let me make
is
sure
it
there's
like
a
that fucking what is it?
yeah, A
Bird
Quiet Place.
box? Bird box where you like can't look at them?
Vaguely, it's more like they're honestly. We could do a whole episode on just my opinions on A Quiet Place.
Oh Christ. I'm sure people are just waiting in line to hear that shit.
I'm sure they are. Conceptually, it's a relatively good idea. You just have to be really quiet. But the whole movie is like it's silent. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's some background noise of like people walking. Every once in a while, the characters are in a position where they're safe enough to be able to talk to each other. But for a lot of the movie, especially any of the tense moments, it's quiet, it's silent. And I remember being at Alamo and getting food, and every time, every time I took a bite of anything, it sounded like it was echoing to me in the entire room because it was just dead silent in that room. You have like a chicken tender and you bite, you're like, oh
Oh
gosh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. And if you guys don't know, probably, unless you're Kevin's mom who's watching this, Kevin don't eat quiet. Kevin do not eat quiet. I'm telling you that right now.
I don't do a lot of things quiet. I've been described as a lot of different things in my life. Quiet is not one of them.
Never one of them.
Never
Never
been
one of
one of
them.
them. Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, so if they can hear you chewing and crunching, then my movie theater farts are just out of there. I would be
Yeah.
asked to leave immediately.
You would. Yeah, they'd kick you out. They wouldn't even let you in. They'd be like, no, we heard about you. You're that fart
They
guy.
Yeah, they pull that lunk alarm real quick.
Yeah.
The movie I went to see was not quite that way though. I went and saw the new Avatar, which was like
Mm.
action packed, like
Hmm.
super epic, extra loud. Bro, you could do a lot of things in that movie. Ain't anybody gonna hear you because it's so fucking loud. That's another thing. You know what I mean? Like there are some movies, like you said, A Quiet Place, where things are really, really quiet and tense and you don't want to hear anybody. But bro, I don't know who made these rules and who's been in a movie theater recently, but that shit is so fucking loud. There's no way that fucking Granny Grable's whispering over here to fucking grandpa in the other seat is even phasing anybody, because I promise you the explosions, even the voices, even the whispers in movies are louder than what that whisper is to basically anybody.
Yeah, especially big action movies like that. I haven't seen Avatar since I've seen the first one. I have not seen any
No
of them
shit.
since then.
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
yeah,
It is like it's a modern epic. It really is. Like they haven't come out with a lot of like epic trilogy style movies in the
hmm
past like 10 or 15 years, honestly. This is honestly one of them. Like I rate it really, really highly. It's definitely a borrowed story. You know what I mean? It's
that's
not
kind
a
of
new
what put me
story,
off to the first one of how like just predictable and
but
borrowed. Just
bro, all of these
yeah,
stories are. I don't care if it's Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, fucking all of these stories are borrowed and have been told 100,000
yeah.
times.
Nothing's
It's just
original,
about
but
nothing is original. And this, I think, is one of those unoriginal stories that is told really, really well, and is honestly, if I think about it, probably top three epic trilogies that I've ever seen, in my opinion.
agreed.
Top three, like what do you call that when it's like it has multiple installments? Installment movies,
Yeah,
more than
series maybe.
series, movie series, cinema series. I don't
Yeah,
know. Whatever it is, I would say that Avatar is in my top three.
interesting. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to think because there haven't been. I feel like Marvel and superhero movies kind of took over the sequential movie thing over the last few years because we used to
Mm-hmm.
have things like Pirates of the Caribbean, Lord of the Rings. I mean, I guess we
Yes.
still have Star Wars. Though,
Yeah. Fast and Furious.
God, yeah, the 20 of those that are out.
There are
Um,
a lot. There are a lot. Too many.
yeah, there's another one, the 28 series, 28 days, 28 weeks,
Oh
28 years, right?
yeah,
Because
that's a good
28
one.
years later is a trilogy. It's three movies. So the first one's out, the second one drops in a week from when we're filming this. Actually, 5 days from when we're filming this. So I think this
Yeah.
Thursday or something. And we went and saw. That was the last thing we saw recently. Was we got invited to a early screening of it last week
Oh,
and
nice.
when saw it. Yeah, and they did like a cool post movie interview and everything like that. Epic, so good. Like I'm already a really big fan of the series though, so I'm definitely biased. Like I just really enjoy it. But
I
this
like
one
that
was
series too.
fantastic. This one was probably the best one in the whole series. Like
Wow, that's saying a lot.
it's very good. I did like 28 Years Later. This one's called 28 Years Later,
Mm-hmm.
The Bone Temple. Um, I did like 28 Years. It was a bit of a change of pace in general from like, especially the first two 28 movies. Little bit slower, a little bit longer of a story being told, and this is part one of three, so it has a part one kind of feel to it. A lot of like character building, story building, not a ton of like overall plot stuff really happening, just sort of setting things up.
Yeah.
But this second one, man, was an experience. There's a whole sequence in it. I don't want to get into details, especially because people haven't really seen it. There's a whole sequence in it though that's one of the coolest sequences of anything I've ever seen. Like it's up there. It's akin to, and in my opinion, even a little bit better than some of the like big sequences that happened in Sinners, which also had
Wow.
some really cool, really amazing scenes and like shot in a very interesting way. And this movie right up there with it. Like I was
Cinching your
very
pants
impressed.
really high up there. Cinching your pants real high. Sinners is a high fucking target.
Sinners is a great movie, and this
Yeah.
definitely ranks up there. Um,
I will
and what's
say,
his name? Jack Doherty or something. The guy who
who?
plays the Irish vampire in Sinners is also in
Oh, yeah,
28
yeah.
years. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Mhm.
I will say the 28 series, um, I think that that's like probably not that zombies could ever happen. Listen, I like to fantasize, but I'm not like an idiot. But if zombies ever were to happen, I
Mhm.
feel like it would be 28. It's because 28, the 28 series is not really zombies as much as it is like rabid humans.
Yeah,
It's
it's the
like a
rage
human
virus.
rabies, yeah, simplex sort of thing.
Hmm.
And like that feels much more believable than like the dead coming back to life. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. That, and I'll say of the things that I could buy would actually destroy the world or have the level of impact that is depicted in the media, like the movie or the show or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Um, 28 series, I feel the way the virus works, it infects you almost instantly, and it doesn't like kill you or make you invulnerable or anything like that. It just makes you crazy and enraged, and
Violent.
you just
Yeah.
get violent to anybody around you. And it happens so quick, and it can be transferred in any way. Like if any body fluid gets onto you or like in you, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Um, so like I definitely buy that and The Last of Us, right? The like the fungus thing.
Ooh,
That's scary
man.
as fuck, dude.
Mushrooms as a whole are crazy. Like
Hmm.
fungus is insane. I was just because, man, what was my daughter saying to me? My daughter was saying something to me and something about like, oh, it was when we left Avatar. Because, you know, they can like talk to the trees and nature and
Yeah,
everything's like
yeah,
kind of
yeah, and like plug their
interconnected.
little tail
Yeah, yeah.
ponytail thing.
So Misha was kind of talking about like wishing that stuff like that was real. And I remember reading about plants legitimately talking to each other. Like we have
Hmm.
witnessed not just what is it called, like mycelium, being like connected and sending signals across entire countries, but also we've witnessed trees speaking to each other and sending like signals that could only be communication to
Hmm.
other trees, which is crazy to me that like this idea of the world being like this system of things that do communicate to each other in some sense and those things have a reaction to that communication is like it feels like stuff of fantasy that has become like observations in science.
Yeah, 100%. I think there's still a ton that we don't know about plants and like how they work. There's this assumption we make that because they don't have a brain or like a typical nervous system, that they aren't like experiencing, responding, and communicating the same way that like mammals do or other like developed life. But to your point, like I think research is really kind of flipping that on its head because there's evidence to support that like plants can communicate when fires and things like that are happening around each other. There's I saw this one thing that was saying like there's this whole microorganism system of like fungus and different fungi that are completely interconnected across the entire planet. And like,
That's what I was talking about, and
yeah,
they communicate to each
they
other
just
across
communicate.
the planet.
And it's been
Yeah.
alive since like the dawn of the earth, like this thing, this whatever. I don't even know I don't know how to describe it, but it's essentially this collection of like fungi that's been around through everything. Like it's survived every extinction event. It's just been here and been cooking this whole time. It's crazy.
That is so fucking cool. That's so cool. It makes me feel so insignificant and so small. Like I really, when we talk about shit like this, I really feel um like I'm just borrowing the shit that, which I guess we are, right?
Yeah.
If this organism has lived through every extinction event on this earth, and at this point basically owns the earth and is able to communicate across the entirety of it, like, and I get to live like on average what, 75 years, maybe that's bumped up to like 80 years. Like
Mhm.
I'm really just kind of just borrowing the shit here, while I hope my like little short life makes any sort of difference in the, wow, this got really bleak really quick. But like it's weird, right? It makes you feel so fucking insignificant that like there's life forms as simple as grass out here able to do the same things that you can do at the very basic.
Yeah, it's definitely a take. It's the existential problem you run into, I think, when you start learning about this kind of stuff, right? And the universe as a whole, and you're like, oh, the planet's freaking 4 billion years old. Like I remember seeing somewhere, like if you were to condense the entire life of the Earth into a calendar month, or like a calendar year, then humans have been on it for like the last 3 minutes. Hold
Jesus,
on, let me
that's
see if I can.
insane.
Yeah, it's like really weird, dude. The timeline perspective stuff. I know we were talking about movies a bunch, but this is also a really crazy topic of like historical timelines and like how they light up and like what makes sense. Let's see if I can find this thing. Okay, so if you compress Earth's 4.5 billion year history into a single calendar year, life began in early spring around February, March. Dinosaurs dominated mid December, and Homo sapiens appeared in the last few minutes of December 31st.
Wow. Yeah, that means we haven't been here very long at all.
Not
Our
even
history is just beginning.
just the tiniest blip. Just the tiny, imagine just a few minutes of a whole year is what we've experienced. And that's all of human, that's all of Homo sapiens as we know them. So that's tens of thousands of years of our
Yeah.
like Earth experience. Yeah, it's crazy. And that goes with like the other one I like to use to put things into perspective is um, it was like 10,000 years ago the horse and carriage, like the horse-drawn carriage, was invented, and that remained the fastest mode of travel on land until the train was invented, like 9,000 years later. And then in 100 years we were flying, and then in 60 years from that we were on the moon.
Yeah, that the progression of technology is really insane to me, and how slow it was in the beginning versus how
Mm-hmm.
it's accelerated recently. And I, when you think of like transport, I am a nerd and I think about swords. And it makes me think about how long it took us. How many people lost their fingers? Because I don't know, well, you know, because you've played around in sword sports, but for our audience that doesn't know, getting hit in the hands is really really common.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can imagine losing your fingers while you're trying to grip onto a sword, oh my gosh, never do that again. Don't clip that. While you're trying to grip onto a sword, losing these fingers is not the best thing in the world. I'll just edit that out. You'll never see that.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
doesn't need to
yeah,
live on the internet.
yeah.
Uh, so yeah, but like if you look at the history of swords, it took like thousands of years for us to start putting hand guards on things at all. You know what I mean? And then it took another like few hundred years for us to put an actual cross guard on something. Say we don't We want to block this as much as possible.
Yeah.
And then it took another couple of 100 years of people losing their fingers and shit for us to create like actual cup hilts on single arm swords where, hey, your whole hand is protected now. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's just incredible how many people are out there losing fingers and hands and shit before we decided to put like more metal on our swords to stop that shit from happening. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then like it quickly went from swords to guns, and as soon as like gunpowder hit the scene and the ability to fire projectiles like happened, the acceleration of weapons technology just like went crazy. We quickly went from smooth bore and balls to smooth bore and like uh what do you call that, like pill shaped projectiles,
Mm-hmm.
to like rifled bores, to magazine fed weapon. Like it got really really crazy really really quickly. But yeah, overall, like technology as a whole went really really slowly, and then almost like in a snap of the fingers we arrived to where we are today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all insane. Puts a lot of things into perspective, I think. Because
Yeah, I
it's
think about
like,
all those poor fucks losing their fingers, man. Holy
oof,
shit, so many fucking fingerless fucks out there.
so many people went through so much shit. That's why I try to enjoy a comfortable life. We owe it to our ancestors. So many people suffered and died so that we can sit on the couch in air conditioning and watch the fucking TV. So maybe give yourself a break and
Ooh.
enjoy it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, bro, listen. I think I am so lucky to live in a time where there's air conditioning, because I promise you,
Oh yeah.
it would only be a few summers, especially in the south of the US. It would only be a few summers of no air conditioning before I turned into a serial killer. I'm not even fucking around. I get so fucking angry when I'm hot and I can't escape it. I would get murderous really fucking quick. Someone would say the wrong fucking thing to me, and I would kill that person. And it's like, well, I done one. I guess
Floodgates
I'm
open.
I'm going. Yeah, it's over now. I'm open season on anybody that says anything to me. And then after that, I'm the fucking I'm the summer killer. What, I don't know. It'd be some like crazy fucking name they come up for me. But yeah, bro, if I lived in a time without air conditioning, I'd be a completely different person, and I am not afraid to admit that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. You know, especially when we were in high school, and like if you're in a history class with friends, or just in at the bar, like having a conversation, the question tends to come up like, if you could go back in time to anywhere, where would you go? And like, you know, there are a lot of things to consider in that, especially as a white man. I got a little bit more freedom to go back to different times in history than some other people
Beat me
do,
to it.
for
Beat me to
sure.
it. The answer is
Um,
always fucking no for me. Why, Dax? Why? It would be so much fun. No, it fucking wouldn't. I
no,
would fucking show up and they put my fucking ass in chains. Fuck that. I don't care if I'm in fucking Japan or fucking, it doesn't matter what hemisphere of the earth I'm on. I fucking go back in time more than fucking 40, 50 years and I'm fucked. So no,
yeah,
I'll stay right the fuck here. Thank you.
yeah, and even if you weren't, even if there weren't all those issues, the like political issues, the racial issues, etc., like things get progressively worse just as you go backwards
Yeah.
in time. Like no air conditioning, no refrigeration, no ice. There are people who lived their entire lives never experiencing ice. Like there are whole cultures that don't have a word in their language for ice or snow because it was just something they never experienced, right?
Indoor plumbing.
Yeah, no indoor plumbing, no freaking paper towels or like toilet
Yeah.
paper, like all of those things, recent inventions.
Dental hygiene and health.
Imagine getting sick at any period in time. It's
Oh,
already, I mean,
man.
shit, women don't have to imagine all that hard. Their medical research for women is all but non existent at the moment. So they're kind of still living it. Like, you
Yeah.
go back 40 years, they're fucking drilling holes in your head to relieve pressure and shit like that.
Yes. Yeah. Are you angry during your period? Put them in the fucking in the crazy house. You know what I mean? A
Yeah,
straight jacket will cure them of that.
yeah, 100%. Like, I'm not about it at all. Like, none of it. Go back to anywhere? Hell no. People are like, oh, I'd want to go back to medieval times and like be a knight. It'd be so cool to have all that armor and blah blah. And it's like
No.
cool until it's like 103 degrees in like a French summer and you're outside in multiple layers of thick cotton clothing and leather and chainmail and plate on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, they were some hard people. I'll say that, being out there fucking fighting in that, just existing back then. You had to be a hard person.
One of the biggest causes for death in like the first and second crusades was heat exhaustion,
Mm-hmm.
because they would be marching in the desert in full armor and they would just die.
Yeah, because you're not built for that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you
Now, I can
can't do
tell
that
you,
shit.
as listen, I've done Boohurt, right? Armored combat, where I dress up like a medieval knight and beat the shit out of people, which by the way is a ton of fun. But
Mm-hmm.
also I've done that in like 70 degrees and have wanted to die. It
Mm-hmm.
is hot as fuck. I've done that in an air conditioned building and thought I was going to die. It's hot as fuck anyway. And then you put that like out into 100-degree weather. No way,
Like
man.
high
Nah, I'm
humidity.
good. Yeah,
Oh, oh
not
God.
about it.
Just like walk outside in Houston in the summer, like wearing
Yeah.
that, and I'd be like, nope, I can't do this. Fuck this.
Listen, bro, you want to be a knight, you don't have to go back in time to do it. Sign up for medieval
Also
times,
true.
go do some boo hurt. You can live out that fantasy today.
Yep. Look into HEMA, historical European martial arts, if you're
Mm-hmm.
curious. But yeah, absolutely, do not go back in time at all. If I can time travel, I'm going forward. Like I'm jumping
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna see what type of we got toilets now. What kind of thing do you think you got there in your bathroom later? You know what I mean?
ahead. Yeah, yeah.
I want to know what
Bidets are
kind of
just
toilet
starting
they're using.
to kick
Yeah,
in over
bidets are
here.
taking off, you know what I
The
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
It'd
think in the
be
future, you just sit down and you like, instead of taking any time in the bathroom, you just like connect a couple of vacuums to your, couple of holes, and it just like that shit out of you, and
just
you're right back on your way. Yeah,
yeah.
and
Everybody
there's no
wears
mess that way.
underwear that's like connected. It's just got
Yeah,
little plugs in
it's
the
got
back.
like, yes,
You just
dude,
walk in. You
and
don't even
just
sit
that
down. You
shit
just
out.
walk in and plug it in and just.
Yeah, there's no mess that way either. You're not spending any time wiping. Bidets are obsolete. It just
Mhm.
like quick and clean sucks that shit out. You're on your way.
Man, I think we'll get some cool stuff, man. Because you like I low key I hope for a Ghost in Shell adjacent kind of future. For anybody who doesn't know about that, it's like they figure out how to take your brain. They'll either physically take your brain or like download your consciousness into like a robot body, like a robot surrogate.
Yeah,
Um,
altered carbon kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Which I think we're kind of headed there. I think that's going to be ultimately what happens. Either that, or we're going to get so good at like genetic manipulation that we can fix all of the problems that just the standard human body deals with on a day to day. Make like perfect people, you know, which sounds a little bit like eugenics. I'm not into that. Like I don't, I'm not trying to cull the herd or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, get rid of things like Alzheimer's or like HIV, AIDS, like the kind of stuff that ruins people's lives that could be impacted by just altering some genetic code.
Yeah, if you're searching for a cure for it, we just want to eliminate that shit, right?
Yeah,
If there's an open campaign, cure blank, we want to eliminate the blank
the blank.
completely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no more campaigns.
Yeah. So I think it's cool. I think we're progressing like a freaking rocket ship, man. We're just accelerating through all this stuff, especially with AI and robots and all that. Like it's
Yeah.
getting wild. The next 10 years, I think, is going to be an interesting ride.
But would you, if you were able to like download your consciousness and put it into another body, a robot body, whatever, would you want to? How, it's not a question of would you want to, because I think everybody would want to extend their life for a certain amount of time, but like, how long is that? How much life is enough life? You feel me?
Ooh, nothing for me at this point. I'm so pro immortal. I'm very much one of those. If I got 3 wishes from a genie, like my first one would be immortality.
See, that's
Um,
crazy. I don't
I
know that
just
I
want
want
to
to be
be
around that
around.
long.
I'm so
Nah, man.
curious, dude. I need more time. I want to learn everything, and like I can't do that if I don't have time.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I want more time. I definitely would want less pressure on my life to achieve something in such a short amount of time. However, I also would like to rest at some fucking point. I want there to be a fucking end to this fucking whole shebang, and not have to deal with fucking people anymore,
Hmm.
or the people in power anymore. At the end of the day, I just, this whole thing is a rat race, and it very much does feel that way. And man, at some point the race has got to end. We can extend that race, two, three times as long. I'm down with that, but bro, you got to give me some peace at the end of that.
Yeah, and like in this context, we're talking about everybody kind of being impacted by it, right? Like just the average human lifespan getting extended for however long.
Yeah,
Um, and so I can definitely kind of vibe with that. I do think it changes the conversation if you're like the only one that's immortal. That's a very different question than like if immortality becomes readily available to everyone.
I don't want that either. Shit. What? First of all, listen, not condoning violence, but there's some people where they don't need to be immortal. You feel me? There's some there are
Yes, I
some
feel you on
there's
that.
some ideologies at the end of the day that need to die out. And
Hmm.
ideologies die with the people that carry them. Also, uh if everyone became immortal, I feel like, listen, we're nowhere near the point of overpopulation now, but I do feel like that would become a big fucking problem.
Yeah, if we continued to procreate, but people just stopped dying,
Yeah.
that space and resources would become an issue pretty quickly. Yeah. So probably not an ideal state, at least not anytime soon. Maybe if we figure out how to resolve a lot of that, get a lot better at recycling or, synthetically creating a bunch of stuff. Maybe. But
Maybe if your consciousness is a chip and you're put into a robot body, you don't have to eat or take up as much space or need as many resources.
I mean, there is that. Yeah. Like that would resolve a lot of things. Like not eating would do so much.
Yeah,
So much time, money, energy is expended just to feed people. Like
exactly.
if that didn't have to happen anymore, that would be a big change.
But it's funny because we're talking about like going forward into the future. But the thing that originally started this conversation, the movie I went and saw, which is Avatar,
Hmm.
is like one of the only movies that makes me want to sell all of my possessions and go back to like living in a tribal culture. And like it's the only movie that makes me want to like join Greenpeace or something, because like goddamn, they position that shit so well. It's so hard to not be on the side of these big blue freak fucking aliens, because Jesus, like people, and I mean they did definitely put humans like in this really really negative light, but also it's hard to disagree with, because at the end of the day we burn it up, use it up like crazy. But
Hmm.
there are Greenpeace campaigns for a fucking reason. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, overall, I think that as much as I don't want to go back in time, that movie makes me want to fucking live in a teepee real fucking bad.
It's all funny games until you're shitting in a hole in the ground. So,
Hey man,
like,
teepees could have toilets. I'm maybe a modern teepee. You know what I mean? With
you're a glamper. You're like, I'm
yeah,
trying to glamp
exactly.
out here. You know what
I
I'm
want
saying?
to live amongst the trees, but also run me some plumbing and electricity out
And
there, and we'll be good.
electricity and some internet access would be nice, I
Yes,
think.
absolutely,
Like,
absolutely. I'm pretty sure there's Wi-Fi in Yosemite, so I should be okay.
yeah, you'd be all right. Um, yeah, I can, I can see the appeal. I think because just all the random crap we deal with on a day to day basis in modern life. But like also just get rid of that. I wouldn't mind keeping my house and living in the city as long as people weren't assholes. You know what I mean?
I think that's it. I think it's mostly about, and it comes back around to like the fact that all of these like mycelium are connected and the trees are talking to each other. Like there's something, I don't know. I think people today would call it spiritual, but there's just like there's something else going on other than what we deem important in our day to day lives. And I would just I want to live. I At least watching this movie makes me want to live in an environment where people, at the very least, admit that and are like open to being a part of that and admitting that community and that connection to the world and to each other.
Yeah, I 100% agree. We There's too much like us versus them in the world.
Yeah,
Um,
agreed.
it's just we're all in this together. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we're all
Um,
just trying to have a good ass time and be
yeah,
fucking happy. You know
and
what
you
I mean?
accomplish so much more through cooperation than through competition.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the scientific community figured that out like 100 years ago and has since been rapidly evolving and learning because they just share and communicate. And there's like the whole peer review process. Like someone makes a discovery here, well, they share all the info so people around the world can replicate it and see if they can learn more about it. And like, I think we need to adopt more of that in general. There's so much like, how do I profit off of this? Well, I can't make an impact, or I can't better my life unless I keep this thing a secret and like control the flow of it and blah blah. And it's like that sucks. It just puts everybody back. That sets everybody back. If we were a lot more open and like had a bit more of a free use, like fair use act about all kinds of advancements, opinions, everything, I think we'd be in a much better place than even like educational literature, textbooks, things like that are like guarded by these journals that publish them, but you have to like pay to get access to them, or you need to go to a university or something and ask for it. And it's like information should be free. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody learns it and wants to share it, they should be able to do that and not have to go through red tape or legal issues.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think it was just last episode you're talking, maybe 2 episodes ago, you're talking about how you hate money
I
and
do.
like money as a concept just kind of puts us all in a bad place to have to seek it out for reasons that we normally wouldn't. Um, but overall, I think it all comes down to money and profiteering, right? We're all in competition at the end of the day to make more money, get the best, biggest house or whatever. And like, bro, if we just cut down that competition and work together, it'd probably be a much cooler place to live at the end of the day. Maybe I wouldn't be looking to, maybe I would want to be immortal and live forever if we all just lived that way. You know what I mean? If we put an end to the rat race because we're no longer racing, then like, hell yeah, let's all just be immortal and live forever and just chill.
That's what I'm fucking saying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's wild to me that we artificially created scarcity. Like we come from human beings whose sole purpose and drive every day that they woke up was, how am I going to eat? How am I going to survive to the next day? We've gotten to a point where we are capable at this moment, the world, the technology that we are capable of resolving those basic fundamental needs for every living human being on the planet. We can produce enough food. We could produce enough materials. We can produce enough medicine. We are able to resolve all of those problems. And the reason we do not do it is because we have money, which is essentially a concept we came up with for recompense for services. And people withhold those things so they can get the money. And it's like kind of wild when you think about it like that. Like we went from scarcity being a necessity and just a fact of life to scarcity now being manufactured and a mechanism for like self improvement over community improvement.
Speaking of scarcity and like how humans evolved to kind of overcome that, have you ever seen that show Naked and Afraid?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So like when I first saw this show like advertised, I was like, okay, well, this is just another stupid form of Survivor, like just
Mhm.
more trash reality. And it seems like in this one, the producers just are just want to get their rocks off because they want these people to be
To
naked.
be naked too. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I guess we're just trying to turn everybody on. I don't know. I never saw it as any more than like a sexualized version of Survivor.
Survivor. Hmm.
But then you know, when you have dreadlocks, you spend a lot of time in your loctician's salon or studio. And my loctician was watching Naked and Afraid, and I watched like multiple episodes of it, right? Because it usually takes about an hour, hour and a half to get all this done. And bro, not only is the shit good, not only do I enjoy watching it, and they tend to like target real survivalists, not just people, not just like people from the couch. I think there are episodes that do that where they like
Hmm.
bring them in for a shorter amount of time, but they're targeting people who actually likely have a chance of surviving in these environments that they're dropping people in. But once you like strip away the fact that you're watching reality TV, you're actually somewhat watching like the genesis of our species. Like we were just people with absolutely nothing, completely naked in the wilderness, and had to just figure the fuck out what
Hmm.
worked. Like, not at least now we have studies to know like what plants are poisonous and what what wasn't. But like, it used to be fucking a billion fucking Uncle Freds had to die from that
Yep.
poisonous white plant over there before we realized, oh shit, we shouldn't put that white plant in our stew. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Just like, and the amount of food these people eat. I think they stay for like 40 days, and these people eat like amongst the 40 days, they probably get a few thousand calories across 40 days.
That's
You know what
crazy.
I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. But we survived that shit as a species. We not only survived that shit, but now we live the way we fucking do today. You take that and then you look at the way that we live today, and we did that in a few thousand years. Crazy, fucking insane to me. So like once I like stripped away all that shit and took it down to that, now I'm obsessed with that show.
Hmm.
Now I'm just like I'm watching it all the time. I've watched probably 5, 6 seasons of the shit.
Ooh, nice. There's another one that's kind of similar to that called Alone. Have you seen that?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it though.
Yeah, they're not naked, but they take survivalists out. They get to bring like I think they get to bring like one pack and like a specific number of things. So it'll vary. Some people will bring like a bow and bowstring and like stuff like that. But the whole
Yeah,
premise is very similar. They take them out to the I think Alaskan or Canadian wilderness and just drop them off. Um, each group is dropped like a couple of miles away from each other, so they're not going to interact at all. They are just out there alone. They have like a satellite phone if they decide to quit, and there's no time limit. It's stay out here as long as you stay out here, and the last one out here wins. So like you don't know when other people left. You don't know how long they stayed. You don't know anything about any of the game. You're just surviving as long as you can make it.
that's crazy. Just like no end date in sight. Just
Nope.
try and make it.
People
And
stay
if you
out there for
can't,
months,
you
like
radio us.
months and months and months. Yeah, I don't know how long the longest person was out there, but people stay out for a long time. And I think when the last person goes, like when you are the last person, I think they let you know. They're like, "Hey, you have succeeded. The last person left. You are the final person." But up until then, you don't get any updates about anything. Nobody talks to you. You don't see anyone.
I saw one like that, but it was like team based. And they weren't like super far from each other, so they could find each other. And it was like last team remaining survives. But if they reach like a certain point, I think it gets up to like, I don't know, 60 days or something like that. And then at the end of 60 days, they get a final challenge, and it's kind of like a race to an end point to decide which team wins. But the thing that's interesting about this team factor is how like fucking Hunger Games it gets, bro. Like they can, as long as they have two people, it can remain a team. But like you can leave your team and try to join another team if like things are getting hot and heavy. So there's like a political factor to it. Of course, that
Mm.
team has to decide to accept you or not. So like there's like this whole thing, but also like there are no rules. There are probably rules about assault. I don't think I had seen
I
anyone
imagine you
assault,
can't break laws. Yeah.
but like they're going and stealing shit from each other and like ruining each other's water supplies and like making sure that they can't get food, or like
Woof.
tearing down each other's shelter. It's these people, and like it's a select few people that are like cutthroat like that and start to get super shady because I've looked at the way that they treat these people in Reddit, and they get read for filth, and they have to end up deleting all their social medias and disappearing from the world after they
Yeah.
do all these terrible things to these people, which they should. Listen, I'm not
Mhm.
condoning the terrible things that, but like the it made me sick to my stomach a little bit to watch like the wickedness of how people can get in that like competitive environment. I'm a huge competitor. If you're not cheating, you're probably not trying. But like also there was something about like being in a survival situation and wanting to like take someone's ability to get food or like take away their water that like really upset the pit of my stomach.
Mm-hmm. That messes with me too. Both of us are quite competitive, but we do have a little bit of a different take on that competition. Where you, to your point, if you're not cheating, you're probably not trying. Um, for me, I have a very like Goku approach to it. Of like, I'll give you whatever advantage you want. I'm still going to beat you. Like, I want to beat you at your best. Like, even if we're going to tilt the playing field, I'd rather you have an advantage and me not. So yeah, I can't watch, like it bugs me to watch people take like a sabotagey kind of route. I say that one of my favorite competition shows is Cutthroat Kitchen, and the whole thing about that is just sabotaging other people. And in that
Yeah, but that's part
context,
of the game.
it's
You know what I
hilarious.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We're not talking about surviving in the wilderness. We're talking about cooking some fucking
yeah,
food. You know
yeah.
what I
Messing
mean?
with people, like potentially getting someone sick or like messing with their food or things like that
Yeah.
is crazy to me.
Yeah. Putting fucking nails in your boxing glove or some shit like that. Like, bro,
That kind of
come on
stuff.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not down
No.
with it. Not down with it.
No, no. And there's before we move on, because I know we're getting close to time. You know, keep these reasonable episode links, not bore our people to death. All 10 people who watch this. Um, there's another one now that I saw that I haven't checked out yet. I saw a commercial for it. It's like this. It's like Naked and Afraid or That Alone, but the people's family are like watching.
Extraction.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. I think it's kind of hokey. I think it's kind of
Is it
weird, but
is it a bit
also
like
like
too produced, like overly produced?
a little overproduced.
Okay.
It seems like they get in those situations not on accident.
Okay.
But also, if I'm in control of your button and you're out there trying to make us both money, like, bro, you might as well send me the fuck home because I'm not pressing that button.
Yeah.
I don't care what the fuck's happening to you. First off, you got a
Yes.
cameraman out there. They're not gonna let you die. You will not die. You might come back a little different, but you're not gonna
You
fucking
might
die.
come back different.
Okay.
I'm like
So
Revenant getting thrown around by a bear, and you're like, he's
yeah,
got it. He'll be
he's
fine.
fine. He's got
They've
it. You
got
guys got people
paramedics out
there,
there,
right?
I'm sure. Yeah,
No
yeah,
problem.
yeah. It'll
No
be
problem.
right.
Yeah, absolutely. You might come back a little different, but you're going to come back richer, and you will thank me for that.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
No, but really, for me, I've always wondered in these survival shows, probably because I'm just a dirty old man, like especially on Naked and Afraid, how are these guys walking around and like dealing with their morning wood? You know what I mean? Like, are we are we shutting off cameras when that happens? Like, what's going on here? Are
Yeah.
the ladies getting offended? Because it's always like a what do you call that? What do you call it, Kevin? Come up
A
with the word that I can't come up
duo.
with. Two separate sexes as a duo.
Oh,
It's an intergender
yeah, dang.
duo. I don't know.
Co-ed, a co-ed duo.
Co-ed. That's it. It's a co-ed duo. It's always a man and a woman. So like, bro, how are we dealing with our morning wood? Was it like after the first couple of days, your hydration is probably low enough that it's not happening anymore. You've probably been bitten on the dick by enough bugs that you're just like, there's no
Oh
way you're
God,
getting
could you
turned
imagine
on.
the mosquito bites and shit? Oof.
Oh, bro, yes. But like that first day, I'm probably, waking up with a little problem, and I'm just trying to understand because no one talks about it.
You know,
Why
people
we're
got to
not
be.
talking about it.
You know, people got to be hooking up on that show if it's co-ed groups and they're
I've always thought about that, but like from everything that
maybe
I've
not.
seen, bro, I don't think so. I think
Maybe
it
the
they keep it
context of
very
being
copacetic.
in the jungle and stuff just makes the whole thing not sexy. We're just like,
I mean,
I'm all right. I mean, we're both covered
we're,
in dirt and sweat and like haven't eaten in a day. Like I'm
you're getting
good
bug bites pretty
actually.
quick. You're getting bug bites on places you don't want really, really quickly
Yeah,
from
yeah.
what I've
Nobody wants a
experienced
yeast
with the show.
infection while naked in the woods.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Yeah. Yeah. I've
No,
always just wondered that. I think it's really, really strange that no one talks about it.
I've thought about that for things like Big Brother and other like reality
Ah,
shows
but
where you're
people
like
hook
in
up
a
on that show all
house
the
and
time.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just mean like you fall asleep on the couch or some shit and there's like just a camera pointed at you. It's like you just
It's
pitched in a
weird.
tent on the couch and like
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'd be
Shit,
so
man.
embarrassed about shit like that.
Those shows used to be just like, let's sit around and watch who decides to have sex on this show. That's
Oh
basically
yeah.
what those shows were. I've never understood the like whole putting, because that's what it was, the early like reality shows, just putting a whole bunch of like sex crazed 20-year-olds
Hmm.
like in a house together and then seeing who decides to fuck each other or who decides to fight over the person that they're going to fuck on that show. You know what I mean?
Hmm. They're like all the MTV reality shows like that, Real World and shit for sure.
Yeah, Real
Um,
World, Big Brother, Road Rules, like
Road
all of those
Rules,
shows were just like about watching people
Jersey
hook
Shore.
up at the end of the day. Yeah. And then it turned, then they kind of split it up. They like took that part of it and turned it into like the Bachelorette and the Bachelor. And now I don't know if there's like a proximal version of Big Brother. I think Big Brother actually still happens, right?
It does. I
So
actually,
like
yeah, I
I
just recently started watching it. Yeah.
so is it less about that now?
It is much less about that. So I have, I guess, maybe unique insight into Big Brother for this because we watched the most recent season, and I had never really watched it before. I've always been into like trash reality, but Big Brother back when it like first started airing, the first like 5 seasons or so, was very much what you're talking about. It was like we're gonna there'd be like maybe two token older people who are like in their 40s, or maybe in their 50s, and then it's like a house of 20-year-olds. And Big Brother seemed to lean into the whole we just want to get crazy shit on screen. We want these people hooking up, that kind of stuff. Because they would do like Big Brother After Dark, and they would just bring in a bunch of beer and alcohol and like get everybody drunk, and then just let things happen, right?
Yep.
Um, I didn't care that much about it because it was just like watching a bunch of, no offense to everybody, but watching a bunch of dumb 20-year-olds just be dumb 20-year-olds in a house for a couple of months. But
If you're offended
now,
by that, fuck you. 20-year-olds are fucking dumb. That's just
yeah,
all that there is to it. We've all been
facts.
20, and if you haven't been 20 yet, you will be 20 one day.
You're
And
going to be
you
dumb.
know what? You're probably dumb now, and you're way more dumb when you're 20. Somehow, it's almost
Facts.
like a thing. Like you get more dumb in your 20s than maybe you were previously, and then you get like less dumb as you get older. I
A
don't
bit of
know.
a bell
The
curve
20s
and
is
it peaks
special.
in the
Yeah.
20s. Yeah,
Listen, the 20s is a special fucking place. All right.
it is. Yeah. And yeah, it used to be about that, but now it has definitely evolved and become like meta gamey, where it's very much about the challenges. It's very much about like the politics in the house, but how they relate to like the power dynamics and stuff from what you win from the challenges. So this last season, it feels almost kind of rapid fire, even though I think they're there for like 60 or 90 days or something. Like they're there for a long time.
Okay.
But
So now we're like Survivor, closer to Survivor, but we're not surviving. Like it's all very challenge focused.
yeah, it's always been a long time, but they I think the challenges were a little bit less frequent. So it was a lot of people just sitting around in the house talking. Now you get people sitting around the house talking, but usually they're talking about the challenge they just had, who won, what that means for the elimination, and what the next challenge is going to be. So it's all very game oriented and less just interpersonal relationship oriented, which makes it more fun for me, actually.
Yeah. I mean, that is more fun. It's more fun to watch a series of challenges than it is just like watching people be people. Not that
Hmm.
watching people be, I'm a people watcher. Watching people be people is also fun, but I
Hmm.
would say watching people like persevere through challenges is markedly better,
Yeah.
than the prior.
Yeah, because you still get people being people. You still get the interpersonal relationship stuff that happens around all of the challenges. The challenges just add, I think, context and maybe content, something for them to discuss and like talk about, as opposed to just like sitting in a house with nothing to do for a whole day. Very Love Island esque, where I also watch Love Island. I kind of like that too. But like,
Damn, you're a reality junkie. You go
oh
further
yeah,
than I do.
oh, dude, we get into stuff. The only thing I don't do or haven't really gotten into is the Bravo stuff. So if you get into like conversations with people about trash reality, Bravo will come up. That's the like
Okay,
below decks, the Vanderpump stuff.
you're speaking gibberish to me now. I don't know.
Like
Vanderpump isn't even an English word.
you don't know any Vanderpump stuff.
I don't know shit about that.
Man, Lisa Vanderpump is this woman who owns and runs restaurants, among maybe other things. I'm not super sure what all she's got on her plate, but there was a show that started. I don't know if this is Vanderpump Rules or if it was just called Vanderpump. Again, I don't really watch this. I'm just aware of it. Um, where she just took a restaurant that I think was located in Hollywood, like somewhere in LA, and reality crews just started following the people who worked in the restaurant, which were a bunch of like young wannabe slash up and coming actors and actresses, and all their little like interpersonal stuff as they're like bartenders, waitresses, hosts, blah blah, at this restaurant, and it is some of the
Riveting. So it's
trashiest
like the
TV.
bear. It's like the bear, but real.
Yeah. Less focused on cooking and actually running a restaurant, and far more focused on the fact that like waitress A fucked waiter B, who's in a relationship with waitress C, and now everybody's pissed off about it, or somebody's quitting, or blah blah, that kind of stuff.
I don't know if you've seen the bear, but yeah, it hardly feels focused on running a restaurant. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there.
Yeah, I have, but this just a much trashier version of the bear.
Right. Because the
Mhm.
bear is a piece of art, and humans as a whole are trashy. Get it?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's like a whole world of like trashy TV. That and Vanderpump and Below Deck are the ones I hear about a bunch. And Below Deck is the one that follows the crews of the like private yachts, the like rentable yachts,
Oh,
or like private
interesting.
yachts that really wealthy
That could be
people get on.
interesting. Yeah,
I hear good
I've
things
always
about
wondered
it.
what those people do because, like, rich people just got these fucking pieces of shit, $100 million fucking yachts
Hmm.
laying around. And like on any given day, they're just like, I want to take out my yacht. And it will be like 3 months before they've done that. And it's just
Hmm.
ready. It's ready to go. And the crew's there. So like, what the fuck are these people doing in between the quarters that this, you know, rich person wants to go out on their yacht? I've always wondered.
Yeah, I don't know. I imagine watching that show might answer that question. It seems to me like the cruise might be facilitated by like something akin to a temp agency, where there's like an agency that employs the crew members and they will just staff a ship as needed, kind of a thing.
I imagine it's like a management company, almost like property management, but
Yeah,
like we're going to manage your yacht. When you're not using it, we'll like upkeep it,
store it,
maintain
keep
it.
it. Yeah,
When you want to use it, give us like, an hour and a half, 5 hours ahead of time, whatever it is,
we'll
and we'll have
staff
it
it.
ready for you. And
Yeah,
the staff will be good to go. Yeah, you're probably right. That makes
that's
sense.
that's what it seems like. Because I know people from the show end up on multiple different ships. They're not stuck on like, it's not like one ship that they follow, right? They like jump
Yeah.
around and go to different crews and like work with different people and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I imagine it would work.
See, the craziest one I've heard of is have you watched Love is Blind?
Yes. Yeah.
So this is another one where like I watched a couple of episodes on while sitting at my loctician's studio, And I don't know if I could watch it because it just seems so crazy to me that you would that, like, these people don't see each other and they get all the way to the point of a proposal. I think the point of the show is to
Yeah,
propose
you
to
propose
somebody.
before you see someone. Yeah.
That's fucking insane. That's crazy to me that you would
Mm-hmm.
basically not meet a person.
Mm-hmm.
Basically not meet a person. This is taking us back to online dating before like webcams were popular,
It's
right?
very much, yeah, like high school relationships and stuff where the bulk of your interaction with the person is like via a phone call.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
That's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy to me. I was just talking to somebody that like is in a long distance relationship and they're getting to meet for the first time like next month or something like that. And he was talking about like taking a job in the area so he could like be in the area, and she was like, "You know what? Why don't we like meet first before you make any long-term plans? How about we meet first and at least go on this first date?" They've been talking for like a couple of years, right? But
Okay.
even still, it's like, hey, before you make any long-term decisions like trying to get a job over here,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we go on this date,
Meet
at
in
least this
person.
first date.
Go on
Yeah,
like a joint vacation. Honestly, a joint
I'm
vacation is a
saying.
great way to feel out a relationship because you are around each other constantly for like however many days you are together.
Yeah, in a place that's strange for both of you, sure.
Yeah. And like you'll find out if someone's really messy or like inconsiderate with the way they live, if you're sharing a
Mm-hmm.
hotel room, things like that. Like you'll find stuff like that out really quickly. But if you
Dating
want to take
advice
that,
from Kevin. If you don't know someone very well and you want to get to know them, go to a strange place that neither of you have ever been to before and lock yourself into a hotel room with them.
yeah, yep.
Yeah,
It sounds fine to me.
seems completely safe.
You want to take that scenario and like times it by 1,000. Watch 90 Day Fiance. Uh,
Oh, I've watched a ton of that. I watched a ton of
yeah,
that.
fucking
Yeah.
90
I
days or
think that's
90 Day the other way.
hilarious.
90 Day the other way is really good when the people from America go to the whatever other foreign country and they
Mm-hmm.
do all that like before they do the 90-day K1 visa process thing. Man, watching these fucking dumb American people go to other cultures and be completely oblivious and disrespectful is very entertaining, but also very cringy.
Ooh, I might like that. I might like that a lot, actually. 90 Day Fiance like loses its luster after watching a couple of seasons of it. Seems
Mm-hmm.
very rinse and repeat. Watching Americans be oblivious will probably never lose its luster, in my opinion.
Bro, 90 Days the Other Way is, I think, better. It's Samantha is the one that got me into this, and she was like, we should watch 90 Days the Other Way. So it's just so much more extreme, I think, than seeing people get culture shock coming to America. It's interesting, but it does kind of lose its luster after a little while. But
Yeah,
seeing Americans get culture shocked by other cultures, I could watch that all day.
yeah, never get tired of that.
And dude, in season 1 of 90 Days the Other Way, one of the people gets held up by machete and robbed on camera.
Whoa,
Yeah, in
whoa,
Brazil.
that's epic. That's epic.
It's
I'll watch that shit.
it's wild, dude.
Hell
It's
yeah.
on Discovery or whatever where the 90 day stuff is, but you should start it because we
Ooh,
started it
ooh, I
too.
like that. That's some tea already. That's some tea
Dude,
already.
it is wild. You know, the producers when that happened were like, "Oh my god, is everybody okay? Yeah, we're good. Everyone's safe and sound. Oh my god, we got the best thing in the world!" Like they're partying in the hotel room after that.
Oh,
Like,
for
no,
sure.
no
This
one
is
has shit
gold
on someone getting mugged by machete on camera for our
on
show.
camera.
Yeah,
Crazy.
dude.
And it's like that's so crazy that you would almost like want, because a lot of these reality shows script things, right? They set
Mm-hmm.
things up. You would almost want to believe that that's set up. And one of the best ways I've been able to like tell if something is set up is through body acting, right? Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of these people that are in reality shows are not actors, they're normal people,
Mm-hmm.
and they can't like they don't body act. They might be able to like pull it off with their face and their voice because those are the things that they use
They
to
can lie.
communicate.
Yeah,
They can lie,
yeah.
right? But there are things that occur with your body while things are going on that non-actors don't think about, right? So like if you're getting mugged and you're just like, oh no, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But like maybe you're trying to pull it off with your face and your voice, then like, bro, this is not real. But if you're like, oh shit, and like you're real tense and like sweating and shaking and your body is doing the things that it should be doing when you're getting mugged at machete point,
Hmm.
then like yeah, that really sells it. That really sells it, man.
Yeah, it is. It is some wild stuff, and like they're out in fucking remote ass places. Like this one girl is from a village on the Amazon River in the Amazon jungle, and like the only way to get there is to take a fucking boat ride for like 3 hours down the Amazon, like to get to this remote ass village. It's like crazy. I never even think about people who live in situations like that, but like, what is your
Oh, there are
life
plenty.
like?
There are tribal people that we still haven't discovered, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like where they were just flying over the Amazon jungle, like it was like 2 weeks ago. I saw this news article. They were flying over like a section of the Amazon jungle that they thought was unpopulated and found fucking people that have been living out there for, ever and have not been socialized. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, insane. The world is a wild place.
It is a wild place. It is a wild place. Almost wild enough for us to come to a close in this episode and play a motherfucking game. You
All
want to
right,
play a game, Kevin?
let's fucking
That
do
was the best segue. That was the best segue I could come up with.
it.
So today I'd actually planned on talking about body acting, but you couldn't pick up on my cue. But
I don't know
instead,
anything about body acting. So.
so we're going well, really, because you're like a drag expert, and drag is full of body acting.
Oh well, expert strong, I think. That's doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Yeah, you're my drag expert, so I don't know. You're
Yeah,
you're the one guiding me.
but yeah, I don't know. I
Um,
can I can put some thought into that. We can bring it back up next episode and see if
Perhaps,
yeah, yeah.
perhaps, or maybe it's dead now, and we'll never do it again. Thank you, Kevin.
Who knows? You're welcome.
So we're going to play a game. I actually stole this from the Basement Yard, and I think they call
Shout
it.
out.
Yeah, shout out the Basement Yard. I think everybody loves it. I think they call it "What Did You Say?" But basically, I think you have some headphones. I have some headphones. We're going to take out the headphone in which we can hear each other and cover our ears so we can no longer hear anything else, and say phrases to each other and try to figure them out through lip reading. So maybe where you don't show with your lips very clearly what you were saying before, maybe it's time to think about the way that you say things, so I can tell what the fuck you're saying. I don't know. It turns out pretty funny on the Basement Yard. We're not as funny as they are, so maybe it won't be as funny here, but we're gonna try it out.
Okay, how are we gonna like symbol if you got things right? Is it like charades where like
Well,
we're
how
gonna
would you if someone couldn't hear you and you were trying to mouth something to them and they said it right or wrong, how would you tell them that they
pro-
were right or that they were wrong?
probably a thumbs up? I guess we go with a
Okay,
thumbs up.
well, you know what? You can try that and we'll see if I get it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I think you have a document of phrases. I have a document of phrases. Where did I put these fucking headphones? Oh. Would you like to start? Would you like me to start?
Is starting being a speaker or a guesser?
You know what? You tell me, Kevin.
Um,
I'll let
I'll
you choose.
I'll
Kevin's
be a
birthday today.
speaker first. I'll be a speaker
Okay.
first, and you can get all.
It's not Kevin's
deafened.
birthday today, by the way,
It
but
is
we'll
not.
act like it is.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll be a speaker first. I'll be deafened. All right, let me get this set up. I gotta take you out. Can't hear you anymore. Ooh, this is weird. I don't like recording myself and not being able to hear you. This is really strange. All right.
Okay. Can you hear me? You didn't react at all. Okay.
Is this
Okay. We're
are
good.
you want me to guess the
We're good.
phrase?
No. 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 No.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a 3, 2,
Don't tell me how many words it is.
one.
Just
No,
give me the phrase. Just say the phrase to
it's
me.
good. 3,
This
2,
is not fucking
1.
charades. Oh, you're counting me down. 1, 2, 3, release them.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. Houston, we have a problem.
There's a guava in my sock.
Okay, that was a pretty. We'll try again. Houston,
There's a no.
Houston, Hugh.
You, son.
Ooh, close. Houston,
Eustace.
closer. Houston, Houston,
Houston.
Houston, Houston. We have a problem.
Oh, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Houston, we have a problem. Okay, yeah. See, that was good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Do we switch? Do we want to switch back and forth? Give me a. Yeah. Okay, let's switch back and forth. All right.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. I started with what felt like the easiest one on the list too, because I wanted to make sure we kind of ramped it up a little bit. But yeah,
that's a pretty good. That one being a recognizable phrase makes it a lot easier. They were doing some crazy shit in Basement Yard, so hopefully this is not as hard.
Some of these are a little wild. Okay, I'm gonna take this off, and then I'll get my deafened mode going.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, I can't hear anything.
You can't hear me anyway? You can't hear anything at all?
I can't. I'm guessing you said you can't hear anything at all, and the answer is no. I cannot hear anything.
That is exactly what I said. Holy shit! Wow, he's gonna get this.
I think I'm gonna be good at this because I feel like I'm tracking what you're saying right now. But let's see.
It's looking like it so far. All right, I'm gonna start. Are you ready?
I am ready.
God, you can't hear me? Are you sure you can't fucking hear me?
I'm getting some of these, but I didn't get any of that. I have no idea what the hell you just said right there.
Okay. I'm starting.
Okay.
3,
okay.
2, 1. Can I lick your toes?
I
can't believe I'm saying this on the internet.
Okay. One more time, a little slower. Quit laughing.
Can I lick your toes?
I can't even make this into words. Yeah, that's the wolves.
Nope. Can.
Yalla.
Can I?
And I'm.
Can.
Yeah. Yes, I'm.
This is gonna be bad.
Okay.
Lick.
Lick. Lay off.
Lick. Can I lick? Lick.
Leg.
Lick.
Leg up. No, damn.
Can I lick your toes?
Let go the shoot.
Can I lick your toes? Can I lick your toes?
I'm still stuck on the leg luff.
Lick. That's it.
Lick. Okay.
That's it.
Lick. Got it.
Lick your toes.
Is that it? Oh no.
Can I lick your toes?
Can I lick your toes?
That's it.
That's
it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay. I thought
that was a good one.
I was like, is he just making noises at me? It looked like you were yeah.
I'm over here trying to enunciate like it's going to help, but like I'm trying to show you each individual letter.
Ooh, I feel like I was doing better when you were just talking normal. It
ended
I was
up
tracking
that
pretty well, and then you were like,
but Once I showed you the action of licking, I feel like we got there. There's a little cheating there, but you know what? It pushed us forward, so I'm okay with it.
Close enough. And the word wasn't lick, right? So it just sort of
It was lick.
Oh, it was lick your toes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Can I lick your toes?
Yeah, I already forgot what the phrase was. Okay.
Which was already a problem.
Okay.
I couldn't believe I was saying that on the internet, but here we go. All right, I'm going to go into death mode.
Okay. All right, good. Can't hear me? Okay. Is she doing the cha-cha in bed?
Say that again.
Is she doing
something about shit bluey?
Is she?
Did she?
Ooh, close. Is
she?
Is she? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is she doing?
Is she green?
Doing.
Is she blue green?
Doing.
Is she blue green? I don't know what you said. I don't know.
Is she doing? Doing.
Is she looking at your ass?
Almost. Is she doing the?
Is she doing jewelry things?
Ooh, close. Is she doing the cha-cha in bed?
Is she doing a good job?
Ooh. Is she doing the cha-cha in bed?
Is she doing the cha-cha? I don't know what you're saying. That was gibberish.
Cha-cha?
What the fuck?
That was the cha-cha in bed. Is she doing the cha-cha in bed?
Is she doing
the cha-cha?
Something about Charizard.
Close. You said it earlier. The cha-cha.
You're saying the. Is she doing the blah blah?
Cha-cha. Cha-cha.
Is she doing the shoulders?
Cha-cha.
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 Is she doing the cha-cha?
Is she doing the cha-cha in bed?
In the bathroom.
Ooh. In bed.
In matter.
Bed.
Magic. Is she doing the cha-cha in magic?
Is she doing the cha-cha in bed?
In makeup.
Bed.
Maker. Maker. Mer. Mamer. Mer. I'm just trying to copy your mouth.
Is she doing the cha-cha in bed?
Is she doing the cha-cha in Hitler?
You turned into Trump there for a second. Hitler.
I know you're getting frustrated. I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Bed.
Meg.
In bed.
In med.
In
Is
bed.
she doing the cha-cha in med?
In bed. Close. In bed. Is she doing the cha-cha in bed?
Is she doing the cha-cha in bed?
In bed, yes. Yeah.
In bed? Is that it? Doing the cha-cha in bed? That'd be weird as fuck if she were doing the cha-cha there.
Yes,
Ooh,
that was it. That was a hard one.
That was rough.
That was a
Oh
hard
my
one.
God. Yeesh, that took me a while to get there.
Oof, I've never looked at my own mouth that much.
Yeah, it's tough, right?
Mhm.
It's hard to like get to portray the sound. Especially I was trying to get you with the cuz and it just doesn't translate the way I want it to.
It's hard to show that in your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
which is why I thought duh was cut. I don't know. Anyway. All right,
All
I
right.
got one for you.
Got one more. Okay, I'm gonna go deaf. Okay.
All right, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. For Christmas this year, I'm asking Santa for an Amazon gift card.
For Christmas this year, I'm actually sick of what happens on Mars. The fuck?
Close. Very, very
Very
close.
close. Okay.
For Christmas this year.
For Christmas this year, yeah, we got that.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm asking Santa.
I'm actually
Asking. Asking.
aesthetic.
Asking. Asking.
Woof, that's throwing me off. For Christmas
I'm
this year,
I'm asking Santa.
Santa? Oh, Santa. Okay, for Christmas this year,
I-
I'm Santa.
I'm asking Santa.
I'm
I'm asking Santa.
I'm sexing Santa.
No.
Sure. I mean, that's what
No,
it looks
no.
like to me.
No. I'm asking. What the fuck do you do?
Asking
you
Santa. Asking Santa.
Yes.
Got it. That's
Yes.
what you typically do with
God.
Santa. That tracks.
What? That's what you fucking do with Santa,
For Christmas
motherfucker. I
this
swear
year.
to God, this
I can't even
motherfucking
hear what
weird
you're
ass
saying.
fucking bitch, bro.
For Christmas this year, I'm asking Santa
For an
For-
Amazon.
for an Amazon.
Yes.
Okay.
Gift card.
Gift card.
Yes. That's
Boom.
it. Yes.
Boom.
Damn.
Ooh,
Holy
got
shit.
him. Ooh,
Bro,
got
you can
him.
read
I
lips.
need to put my
Yeah,
thing
you
back
can-
in
you can
so
be
I
able to
can-
fucking hear
I was
me.
Just,
Yeah.
I was gonna do the rest of this deaf. Apparently,
I guess so. Bro, you can read lips. You're pretty good at reading lips.
Dang, thank you. I feel like that one was a lot easier for some reason. I really, at least for
I don't
Christmas
know
this
how.
year, I got that.
The fact that you
fast.
got for Christmas this year, when I just like said it is insane too. There's no way I could do that.
well, we'll see. You want to do one more each? See, I'm gonna.
I do want
I've
to do
got a
one more
long
each.
one.
But first I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you, when you're talking to people, do you look at their mouth or do you look them in the eye?
I tend to look them in the eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used to be a mouth looker and now I'm an eye looker. Like when I was a kid, I would like flick back and forth between mouth and eyes.
Yeah.
But how easily you're getting this makes me think that you're a fucking mouth watcher.
I don't not look at people's mouths, especially if I'm watching like a movie. If I'm talking to someone one-on, I'm usually looking them in the eye. But if I'm watching like TV or a movie or something, I look at people's mouths.
Okay. Very fair.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do one more each. This is fun. I like this.
Okay. I'm going to hit you with the longest one I got on this one.
Okay. Bet.
Okay. Okay. I was voted most likely to become a cat lady in high school.
I was watching my teacher beat a kid in high school.
Ooh, close. I was voted.
I was focused.
Voted.
I was fucking.
I was voted.
I was.
Ted.
Voted.
Voted.
Fucked.
Not
Not fucked.
voted.
I was I I I was farting.
I I was voted most likely.
I was
Voted
I was something most
most
bitey.
most likely. Close.
Most
Likely.
most most
Likely.
most
Likely.
likely most like
I was voted
I
most
was
likely
voted most likely. Okay. I was voted most likely
to become
to
become
to come. I was voted most likely to come.
to become
I was voted most likely to come.
become to become
To
become
to become. I was voted most likely
most
to
likely to
become
become a cat lady in high school.
a cactus.
Ooh, it's close. A cat lady. Cat lady.
A I just keep seeing cactus, bro. What are you saying?
I was voted most likely to become a cat lady.
A cat kid. A cat lady. A cat
in
lady.
high school.
I was voted most likely to become a cat lady in high school.
Yes.
Yes, I'm getting better. Bro, I'm getting better. That was a good one.
That was a really long one. Yeah, you picked that one up real fast.
I think once I got the in high school,
you got right off the bat. You got I was. I can't remember exactly what you said in the middle. You kind of messed up the middle a little bit.
I can't remember
you got
anything.
I was blah 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 in high school. You got all that on like the first.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Look at me. I can read lips too. I can read lips too. Hell okay. Yeah. All right, let's do one more on your end. Let's see.
All right, last one. I'm going deaf.
Okay. This is the longest one I have as well. So long.
It's long. Okay.
Yeah, it's a long one. Okay. The only three. No, wait, three. No, 1, 2, 3.
Release it.
The only thing better than a tall, dark, and handsome man is one carrying a pizza box.
Okay, that was really long. The only thing bigger than Charizard in heaven is I don't know. Give me one more time. The only thing bigger than Charizard is what I feel
like I got it. That's not it at all. But we'll get there. I'm gonna give you the whole thing one more time.
Okay. Whole thing one more time. Got it.
The only thing better than a tall, dark, and handsome man is one carrying a pizza box.
The only thing better than holding a shark back in class is when Gary gave me a shark.
Okay, well, that's not it at all. But you got the only thing better.
The only thing better. Okay.
Got that.
The only thing better.
Okay. Than a tall.
Than a dollar?
Tall.
Than a
tall. Tall.
Lolly.
Fuck. How do you fuck do you tell them that it's a T?
The only thing better than a
tall.
A chull?
Tall. Anything better than a tall, dark.
The only thing better than a doll.
Close. Tall. Anything better than a tall.
What is it? I don't understand the lifting up part. But it's the only thing better than a...
Hold on. Tall, dark, and handsome.
The only thing better than a tall person?
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Oh, the only thing better than a tall, dark, and handsome?
Man.
person?
That's it.
Man?
Man.
Man?
Yes.
Okay, the only thing better than a tall,
Yes.
dark, and handsome man
Is one carrying a pizza box.
is one that carries a pizza box.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Is that
that's
it?
fucking it.
No
Yeah,
way. No way. No way. No way.
that's
no
fucking
way.
it.
No way. That's
Straight
it.
up.
Dude, that's crazy.
It was is one carrying a pizza box, but I mean,
Ooh,
I
that's
would have just
close.
confused you to make you like try
Get rid of-
again. You would have
yeah,
thought
that's-
it wasn't the words.
I feel like that counts. Yeah.
Oh, for sure that counts. For sure that counts.
Man, a little bit of charades in that one, but that was long as shit.
That was
long.
that was the longest one I had.
Okay, dang. Yeah, I
shit.
learned
Whoa.
today that I can read lips pretty well, apparently.
I think this might be the first game that we've gotten to that you were just better than me at.
Ooh, get used to it.
Straight up. That
Get used to it.
okay.
Yeah,
All
get
right.
used-
Setting a new
this-
precedent here, are
Yeah,
we?
yep.
I don't know about
We
that.
started out.
We will see. If you
Every
want to know,
streak starts with one, baby.
that's true. That's true. Every streak starts with one. If you want to know if Kevin keeps his streak going, you should probably subscribe, follow, like, comment, all those good things that make it easier for us to do the things that we like here and make it easier for you to find the things that we do here. If you haven't seen First Time in Drag or other series, go check that out too. First Time in Drag podcast, currently on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, I think. I don't know. It's probably on all of those podcast things that you like to go on. But give us a like and follow there too. But until next time, we will see you next Monday.